my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your October general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. So I've already pulled 5 oracle cards already just to speed things along. I'm now going to pull your main reading cards. We're using the After Tarot today. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising for the highest good of all. God, source, the universe, thank you, thank you. So, old focus, the Ace of Cups. We have the High Priestess. We have the Moon. We have the 3 of Wands as your issue. You now is the Fool in reverse. We have the 8 of Cups as distraction. We have the Page of Swords helping you. Your new focus is the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, so underneath the deck we have the 8 of Wands. Now the 8 of Wands is about traditionally falling in love. It's about allowing yourselves to fall deeper, to put more energy into something, whether that's a business, whether that's a relationship, whatever you're passionate about. It's also about communication coming in fast, yeah? Now, I feel like already, just from the cards that are put down and the oracle cards, that this card is also underneath the 8 of Wands. So this is telling me that in some senses, you could still be living in the past a little bit. Or in some senses, it's like you haven't forgiven something. Somebody may want to move forward, but I feel like you haven't forgiven them. So you're not allowing water to go under the bridge, so to speak. You're not allowing yourself to move forward, to allow the energy to move forward. Now, what I also see is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is about sudden changes. Maybe things are happening really fast for you. Maybe you feel like you're juggling. It can also talk about luck being in your favour. So I feel like you may be seeing gloom, but in reality, we have 2 really good cards here. And the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana. It's also 10. So it's talking about leaving something in the past and allowing for this new growth, allowing for this expansion moving forward, allowing yourself to go through this change. So let's put those back there. Now, the first card coming into the reading was the Ace of Cups. Now, this talks about love. This talks about opportunities. It talks about some sort of emotional fulfillment. Now, you may be denying that from yourself in some senses, whether that is a job, whether that's whatever. It could even be a christening. It could be just any kind of new opportunity that stirs you emotionally. It could, but mainly I'm getting that it's an offer of love. It's an offer of support even. Now, where you may be resisting is because you're kind of going within yourself. Now, I say within yourself because this is Pisces and Pisces energy, yeah? So it's like Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They go underneath the depths. They go below the surface of things. They go into that subconscious realm. Now, in some senses, I feel like because of that, there may be things that you feel are hidden. So you may not take an opportunity that is being given to you because you're resisting here with the Fool in reverse as you now. So it's like you're pulling back your energy with the 6 of Pentacles as well, moving forward. Now, the High Priestess and the Moon can also talk about secrets, and it can talk about all of the things that you can tap into. So it's asking you to go beyond the veil and tap into what your intuition is saying. Now, that may be a little clouded. It may feel like things are black and white, but I don't feel that they are. I think that there could be a little bit of paranoia. There could be a little bit of just fears. Just feeling like not knowing where this journey is going to lead in some senses for some of you, because you do have the Three of Wands as the issue. So this is about leaving something behind in the past in order to move forward. But it's also about doing some kind of motion or some kind of action that allows your ships to come in, that allows partnerships to move forward. Yeah, maybe there's a partnership in your life that you're blocking from moving forward with, whether that's work, home, family, friends. Because I see you evaluating whether to walk away from it or not. We have the Eight of Cups. Now we have somebody who's standing here looking at all these 8 cups and what's being spilt. But we also have somebody walking away. Yeah. We have somebody walking away ready to manifest elsewhere. Now I feel like for some of you, you're refusing to take this new beginning. For some of you, you don't want this opportunity, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles moving forward, and this very much is an independent, single kind of energy. But it's the kind of energy that's very independent, it's got a lot of finances, very established, looks after themselves, well-to-do, but there's a sense of want in a relationship. There's something missing, there's something more missing. But then it feels like when they're in a relationship, they don't want to be in a relationship. It's that kind of push-pull energy here. Because we do have the Page of Swords helping you, which is asking you to kind of try and look at things clearly. It's asking you to kind of put down your defenses in some way. It's also asking you to communicate. But after, I feel like you need to dissect something, look at it clearly first. Look at it in the way a scientist would. However, some of you are moving away from an energy that is not balanced. Now, if there's an energy that wasn't balanced before, and you feel like you're needing to look at the energy that somebody's putting into something here. This could also be like a person giving out to 2 people here. So the energy's unbalanced. So somebody moves away. They don't want that new start. They want to have their independence. They want to have their freedom in some senses. But it's also, this is also like the Spy card as well. It's a card of communication, possibly by computer, but it's also talking about your guides trying to send you information, but it's also about a turning point in terms of your clarity. Yeah, so it's a turning point in terms of your logic, in terms of your mind. So there may be a turning point within this situation where you actually go back to it, because like I was saying in the beginning, what was in the middle of this moving forward and this Wheel of Fortune could be regret. It could be some still holding on to things in some senses. Now we've got the Hawthorn card as one of your oracle cards, and it says balance and elemental kingdom. So this is asking you to kind of reconnect to some kind of magic again, to believe in magic again in some senses, because this is all about the fairies, the fae. It also talks about somebody using it in ritual work, energy work, but it also talks about your need for you to get into balance. It's about getting the masculine and the feminine energies into balance. So if you feel like you've been too forward, it's about pulling back, and vice versa, basically. So, and that's in terms of action for the masculine and more receptivity for the female. Yeah, so if you feel like either way you're getting a little bit out of balance in the energies, you need to kind of reset, maybe to reset in order to see things through clearly. We do have the Eight of Cups, which isn't surprising during this Venus retrograde, because it means we're assessing relationships, we're going inside ourselves, we're looking at what's balanced, what isn't balanced. Yeah, we're looking at what may be taking our mental energy, what may be taking up too much of our focus mentally. Now we also got the card of health and healing, Hilarion. So it's saying that some of you are wanting to go into business as well, because the Nine of Pentacles is also a card of a businesswoman, yeah? But you may be worried about finances, and you may be fearing actually having to move away from something. Because I see you evaluating here. It could be fear from the journey. However, with that Hawthorn card, connecting back to that magic again, this card also talks of healing. Now, it could be that you're into, so you're getting into the kind of healing modalities as well. So it's reminding you to kind of not give up hope in some senses. Now, you also got the card of Atlantis for your past life card. Now, what this is talking about, it's talking about wanting to have this kind of utopia, or feeling like we're wanting to have it all, because in Atlantis, everything kind of ran smoothly until there came like corruption, because it also talks about political corruption. But it's talking about, you see the water here, there's kind of a fear of diving in too deep into a relationship for some of you. There's kind of fears around this cup that's overflowing here. It's like you can't see in the dark, and that's causing some fears or phobias to come up with the past life card. It could be triggering phobias to do with water, to do with just diving in emotionally as well. But it just talks about also crystals, and needing to use crystals to gain clarity this month. Using crystals like selenite, amethyst, just to get some kind of intuitive messages this month. You also got the card of honeymoon. It says, enjoy the bliss of honeymoon time together. So that's where I feel like some of you may need to let down barriers. And it could be because of past hurts in relationships, past failures. And you could be scared or a little bit defensive when it comes to trying to make something work a second time. However, you did get engagement, and it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So in some senses, it's about leaving behind certain past energy and allowing yourself to go through that healing, allowing yourself to move forward so that you can feel a little bit more free like a bird, yeah? For others of you, though, I feel like if you know that the relationship's unbalanced and you feel like you've put all of this emotional energy into something, but somebody may be acting very childish, you may then have to walk away with the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, because that would be about removing your energy so that you can get clarity, or so you can get this independence or freedom, although it will feel a little bit daunting at first. So I really do hope this has helped. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.